a while. So we're going to go ahead and get started so you guys can see what I'm working on. Right now, you see my desk. I have everything right here. You see stuff that I have already done for this week. I haven't planned out the rest of the week. Last week, this is my monthly here, and this is my monthly from my Erin Condren. So I don't usually use this, but I got it, so I'm using it. So I have quite a few things on my desk. I schedule live streams for my patrons. I schedule a lot of Zooms. This month is going to be a slow month. So that is why I've already created and gone ahead and did this for December. But I'm going to be showing you how I've kept up with every single thing during the year so that I would be able to know where everything is and how I manage all my projects. Next year, I'll be showing you, or later this month, I'll be showing you other things as far as what I'm going to do, how far I'm going to get, and how I'm going to manage all of the other projects using my Franklin Covey, because one of the things I did discover is the Franklin Covey seems to be easier for me to micromanage everything. All the rest of the stuff does not work. So we'll go ahead. And if you see me looking off to the side, I have another screen. I wish I could show you guys all the stuff I'm working on, but the first thing I have to have is several different websites open. My Patreon website. I have to have my website for my Zoom so that I can schedule Zooms. Then I have my Chat GPT open. The Chat GPT helps me to quickly write lessons and stuff that I need to. And while I'm doing that, I also, because I want to have schedule, or I start a full transcript as soon as I possibly can when I am talking to the camera so that I don't have to wait for the transcript later. So I have my phone, which is using the Otter transcript creator, and it does the summarization. And that way I could take that transcript right into ChatGPT and create all of my social media, all of my post for for any one of my live streams or any one of my Zooms, to post those all the way for the whole month of December. Okay. So that is what I'm working on. I'm going to start out with showing you some of the printers, some of the stickers that I created to help me to manage all of this. It takes me usually about 3 to 4 hours to plan my entire month. Now, remember, I'm planning a month. I'm not planning a week or a day. A day takes me about 15 minutes. A week takes me about 40 minutes to an hour. A month takes me about 3 to 4 hours. I created stickers so that I could have those stickers. And in the beginning, when I start this out, all I do is put stickers across here to get me an idea where I'm going to be first. I do not solidify this calendar until after I have worked out all of my personal activities, which you would see these personal activities are these purple things here going on. Okay. So I'll have those laid out, and it's the same thing. I think I covered all this up. So the same thing in January. I make sure November. What I did is I made sure I scheduled in all of my personal activities. And then once I scheduled in my personal activities, then I go back and add any of the Patreon or my online activities. Same thing here. I went back. I knew I had particular appointments for myself, which I have covered up here, so you guys won't be getting all up in there. But yeah, before we move forward, some of you do not like me to have my stuff or any of my material set to where it is blurred, but I have to blur things out. That's just how things are. I'm not going to share all of my information on this thing. I just can't. You guys should know that. All right. So if I blur something out, like if I go here, you'll see that says blurred, blurred for privacy. So if I open this section, this is just so you can see how my weekly looks overall. This is me when I do a weekly. If I am super busy, that is how my weeklies look. Okay. So it just goes just like that every single week. Unless I'm not as busy, then the week changes and goes down. This is October. And then if I'm really, really busy, this is what happens. So November does the same thing. I wasn't as busy at the beginning of November, but then I had some things going on here. So that's how it works when I get to the weekly. Right now, I think November 17th through the 23rd, that was Thanksgiving week. Nope, that was not Thanksgiving week. So looks like I had a quiet week. Okay. But then Thanksgiving week, I had a major busy week. And then I also take my printer, I print out pictures to go into my planner so that everything will be nice and I'll have all that pretty stuff. And I usually do that at the end of the month. Like this here is December. So by the time the end of the month comes, I'll have this page full with thought process, journals and stuff like that. All right, so let's go to the Patreon. So this is the Patreon section right here. So we're going to start out with all of this. This is everything that has to do with Patreon. You don't have to, this is just my membership site. And I have fun with the ladies over there. We talk about fitting patterns. We talk about sewing projects and all that. So this is how I manage that. Like I told you, I fill out the monthly first, which let's go back. You see, I fill out the monthly. Once I determine what days we're going to do, I can show you that the way this is, I take these calendars from Canva, but I also, when I take those calendars from Canva, I put them into here, which is my digital passion planner. I'm not going to get the passion planner next year. I returned it this last year because it was useless for me because I didn't use these weeklies. So to me, these weeklies were not helpful for me. So I just put all I did was just put my calendars in there for the patrons. So next year, I'm just going to do the December patrons, January through December, and create these and then print them out to fit in. So that's what I did. So here's what I normally do. Like you can see, I write every one of them down. I put the title of what we're working in there. It looks like I forgot to do August, so I just printed that out any kind of way. All right. And all you see on this calendar is just Patreon. On the left side, I always put any kind of information for each and every one of the sessions that we have so that I can have the topic here. And I know this seems like it's redundant, but I look at this planner before I look at my my calendar or my computer. I don't like wasting time. When I do stuff, I do it all at one time. Okay. I always make sure this is printed the size of a passion planner. And I have a passion planner size guide, which they already have a size guide for you right here. You see? So all I have to do is make sure that everything is within that section there. Okay. And I'll keep that over here. I'll cut some of that December off. I don't know why I have so much. I don't really need any of this. There we go. All right. So all I do is just cut it off and make sure it fits. That's it. Cut some of this extra off. I never really need anything extra except for to look at this and glance at it. So let's go back to December. I took the little sticky note out already. All right. So I've already talked to the members so that they can have some input. I did not write what our topic is for this month. Well, there you go. So now you see there's bingo night and all the good stuff that you can see on there. I have bingo night and I just named it here. You can see I went ahead and made sure I named this so that they'll be able to see what we have going on. So that's it right there. Okay. So they know that this month is going to be, our theme is loungewear. So now that's all I do. And then I export this page I export it as a PDF, flattened PDF, because I don't want anybody changing it. All right, and that will be December Patreon. All right, now all I do is export. Mine is not going to say that because I've already forgot to do that. So we're just going to say export that. We save it and I'll upload it to them and let them know. Now you're going to hear me telling ChatGPT what we're doing for each month, and ChatGPT is going to create a post for me. And when I get ready to do a post with ChatGPT, I'm going to go through this and say this month is, which I already know. I'm just writing it for myself, because I already wrote it for them. I'm not going to print another sticker sheet because that's a waste of supplies. All right. So that's the theme for the month. I don't need to print a new one for myself. All right. So let's go ahead. We put this in here and they get to download it. And I put all the activities and stuff on the left-hand side because that's my preference. And each one of these I write into a list. Now, this is for me to be able to just flip through and see what we talked about. Okay, that's it. Nothing major. These are the dates. These are the times. This is what we're talking about. And on each one of them, we like this one here is a sip and sew. I'm going to put what I'm going to be sewing on that day. This one here is a sew. Everything is just sewing this month. Lounge, sewing, thread therapy. This is all, meaning this is everybody in my Patreon, including the free members. That's what that is. Okay. All right. So here are my stickers that I put on this side. So what I do, you can see, all I do is draw the line for week 1 through, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weeks. So I'm going to draw 5 lines here for 5 weeks. Okay. And that's how it makes it easier for me. So you guys will see me doing that because I have pens all over the place. I just pick and choose which pen I'm going to use, which in this particular case, I kind of like to use my Tombow pen. I don't even know how to call it. I don't even know what the name of it is. So now these have different pens in them because I keep up with different stuff in here. That Tombow pen, it's in here somewhere. That's why we need to have everything laid out. I don't know why it's not in here. Oh, I'm holding it. There it is right there. Right there. Okay. So now I have to use the list here and see how many I can go. So looks like I can go 4 because I have 5. There's 20. I'll say 22. So since I'm going to have 5 weeks, I can use 4 centimeters at a time. So I'll take my pen and I'll use 4 centimeters at a time like this. Okay, and that's 8. So we're doing 8 weeks. Well, 5, I break it down. Okay, so 12 and then 16 and then I'll do 20 and I'll have an extra room down at the bottom. Okay, I guess I could have done, so that's 5 weeks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. All right. So that's 5 weeks. And now I'm going to turn this sideways because I want to draw this out with my Tombow marker. Tombow. This is it Tombow? Tombow? Yeah, Tombow. Tombow. Okay. Let's go ahead and draw these. I have dotted lines here. So just so those folks who never knew about this planning stuff, this is what I'm doing. So I just draw this out. I could easily make this make this a sheet to stick in here, but some of this stuff sometimes is just it just helps you to feel a little bit more relaxed. I went ahead and added an extra line here because I have the extra line to use. Now this may seem like this here this here is extra credit down here. There's extra credit. So maybe I'll put what projects I'm working on down there. All right, now I go in and usually I try to have room for two or one thing. So right now I'm going to use my calendar now. I have my calendar over here. Now I have my stickers. So what are we doing on the 3rd? I know that the 3rd is here. I have the 3rd on here. I should have the 3rd on here where it has 4. So this first one is a live stream. So I don't have live streams on there. Let's see. Doesn't matter. I just want to have them on there. So that is a regular live stream. That's sewing. So, and it's for 11 and up. So I'll put 11 and up. That's who's going to be in that one. So let's make sure we put whoever is going to be in that group. That's 11 and up. I make sure that I write the time. It's at 2 p.m. I just put a 2. And then I just put the 3rd on here. So I put 12/3. You know, that way it's on the same page, okay? I mean on the same sticker. And then I put what it's about. I can't use this pen. That pen is more like a paintbrush, and it's not easy to use. So now usually I use an erasable pen because you never know. So I put on here sewing. This says this is a sew. This is 11 plus. We already know it's 11 plus. So the topic is sew and chat. Because I have so many projects I need to finish. Now, what I'm going to sew, I will write it in there later. Next one is we have 2 things going on this week. So I need to do another one right here. This one is a sew and chat live. So the red dots means that it is a YouTube activity. So I'll put another one here, a little bit lower. And that is a YouTube activity. And that is on the 5th. So number 5 is here. That's the 5th. Okay. And then that is sew and chat. Okay. Sew and chat. All right. Now I'll have to divide this up because these are 2 different things. And I need to put the 5th on here. I need to put the 5th on here, and that is a red because it is got something to do with YouTube. Okay. And this is for public, and that is a live stream. All right. So once I get all this here stuff, this is a sit and sew or sip and sew. Not a sip and sew. That's just sew and chat. Sew and chat. And I don't know what I'm going to stitch on that day. I wait till that day to do it, especially if it's YouTube, and that's a Friday. Okay, I forgot to put the 19th on here as well because I had to decide whether I was going to do them because not all the time I decide to put YouTube on here ahead of time. So that means I will be live 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So sometimes I can do live automatically without me being live. So that's, I have secret ways of doing things. Okay, so let's go ahead and write that on there. Make sure it's dry. 2 p.m. That's okay. 2 p.m. This is public. Oh my God. You guys, I'm having pen issues today. It has to be a Pilot G2 then. I think it was. There it is. It's a Pilot G2. All right. Pilot G2. This is public. It's interesting that you have to use certain pens. All right. This is public, and this is another sew and chat. Okay. I hope you guys see this real good because I have it pretty high up. The camera is pretty high above my head. Okay. All right. Now we have all those dates. These dates are okay. I'm going to just highlight this so I'll remember. I could just glance at it and know that it's YouTube and keep it moving. I can glance at the other stuff and know that it's I could just glance. Anything that has a blue dot right here, that means it is going to be a Zoom. All right, so let's go. We're ready. Let's move on to the next thing. That is done, except for me finishing this. So let's go ahead and do that next. All right, we have that one. So I put a circle on that one. Put a circle on this one. All right, we have $15 in the patrons. This is this one right here. So I put that on the 11th. That's week 2. Week 2 on the 11th. All right. So that's week 2 on the 11th. And that is, I don't know what I'll be sewing that day, but it says that one is Fit Mastery. I might be talking about, I might do some pattern cutting. Pattern cutting because I need to cut some patterns out. And I might cut some patterns out this week, so I can get ready to sew on Friday. Or we might, don't even worry about it. Because that's how I have to do. All right, so that one has a dot. This one has a dot. This one has a dot. It already has been put on here. Then that one has been put on here. Okay, 16th is Designer's Lounge. Now, those are for the people that we actually do designing. Or we might do some tissue fitting or, hacking. So that's on the 16th. That's week 3. Let me do this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So that's week 3. And that is on the 16th. And that'll be the 16th. And I don't know what we'll talk about that week, but I better figure it out right now. I'll show you how I determine what I'm going to talk about. Okay. So we might do some pattern hacking. Okay. Because I have several things I want to make. All right. So now we have that same week on the 19th, which means that's another sew-in chat. Goes right here. It's on the 19th. And this is a sew-in chat. I don't know what I'm going to sew. I'll come back and put that in there after I go through my pattern. And I'll do another video for my other channel to go over what I'm going to be sewing for each one of these. And I'll fill in each one of these as I go. All right. Normally, I would have already filled in because these were actual lessons. So I had those laid out already. And I'll show you how I did that in 1 second. So we got the 19th. All right. So dot. That means I put it over here. And then we have the 21st. That's a Zoom open sew. That is going to be like 5-hour open sew. All right, so we have a sew in chat all. It says all. So you see the sewing machine? I made these stickers, you guys. So that's the 21st. All right, 21. And this is open sew. Or as one person said, we should do thread therapy. So that could be thread therapy. All right, the next one is the break. And then we have on that same week, we don't have anything on the 4th week, but you never know. I might pop in. You never know. But then we have, now this one is bingo night. And I don't have a blank one for bingo night. I need to have a pretty bingo. So I'll create this here little one. See, I have some smaller ones. Let's see here. Bingo night. Here's one right here. We'll make that bingo night. This one is bingo night. That is because, let's make that really pretty and have it all nice and big. I don't know what other color to put it except bright. And I have been, anybody, you guys can invite anybody to bingo night. Well, the patrons will. They will get their link. And I have some stickers over here for fun stickers. I don't know what sticker I would use, but I really want to use some fun stickers. This will be This would be just because something fun. Don't want to do that one. That's not fun. Oh, that's money. Let's see here. I have lots of stickers. Lots of stickers. Let's see here. Ooh, here's some stickers here. What are these? La 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 la. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I don't know. You got this. Oh, I don't know. These are just some fun little stickers I got. I don't know. I'm just gonna pick something. Hey, there it is right there. Look. Okay, that's what we'll use for bingo night. Because it's gonna be on the computer. Patch fam. Time to plan. I don't know. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna take this time to plan for today. This would be awesome. Okay, let's see what we have here. There might be some fun stuff in here. That's it. Oh, here's one. It says good times. I like this one. Okay, good times. Yay! This one here, we'll just keep this one for something else. All right, so let's go back to this week. And I will place, give me a second here. I will place time to plan here because I started today and I'll probably be on here for 1, 2. Yep, that's it right there. Haha. Okay. And I don't know what I'm going to do with this one, but we never know. I'll put that back over there for now. We're doing fitting loungewear pattern analysis. So this one is on the 11th. This is pattern analysis. Okay, then that next one, that first one is just going to be a sewing chat. That ink, that pen is out of ink. Sewing chat. Okay, and then this one here is, let's see, we had another one here. This one is 11 and up. This 15 and up. This is pattern analysis. And this one here is public. So that's just a sewing chat. And this one is 11 and up. So this one is going to be pattern review, cutting, and discussion. We're going to go ahead and write our patron post as usual. These are the dates for December. Our topic for the month is loungewear. That's our theme. December the 3rd, we're going to do the Patreon members 2 p.m. live stream, 11 and up. And we're going to be doing pattern review, cutting, and discussion of garments that they want to sew. On the 5th, which is a Friday, we're going to be doing a YouTube live stream public 2 p.m. sew and chat. And then on the 11th, we're doing a patron member 15 and up 2 p.m. live stream. We're going to be doing a pattern analysis. So they have to submit their patterns that they want me to talk about into the Club Hub, Fit My Pattern Club Hub chat. Then on the 16th, we have a Zoom for members 19 and up. That's going to be at 4 p.m. Designers Lounge. We're going to be doing some pattern hacks or discussing other patterns or just however they want to work through different patterns. On the 10th of the month, which is Friday, and don't forget the 16th is Tuesday, and the 3rd is Wednesday, the 5th is Friday, the 11th is Thursday, 16th is Tuesday, and now continuing, the 19th is Friday. We're going to be doing a YouTube live stream at 2 p.m. for public. It's going to be a sewing chat. I don't know what I'm going to sew. Don't worry about it. That's just a sewing chat. Just mention that only. And on the 21st, which is the Sunday, this is a Zoom session with the 19 and up, with everybody. That's going to be thread therapy. Everybody can sew. It's going to be a long session from 3 to 6 o'clock, and we'll just be sewing. And that's on a Zoom. Everybody's invited. only people who are members, free members, and paid members. And then on the 27th, which is a Saturday night, we're going to do bingo night, our annual bingo night. Make that sentence sound really exciting. That's everybody is invited. And that's it. We're taking a break between the 22nd and 26th. Have a Merry Christmas. And then a break, Happy New Year on the 29th, 30th. That is going to be a break. So all times are U.S. Central Time. Write that up and do not add anything other than that at the bottom. Okay, so that's what I usually do. Now chat does its thing because I don't know what it was doing at first. It sometimes it has a hard time reading the calendar, which is kind of weird. But now I can still go over here and look at it if I want to. You can see it. It starts to write. It starts to do its thing over there. So let's go ahead and see here. Okay. It's already writing. I don't even know if it's finished. I'll do a refresh once it's done. Okay, it's done. So now let me do a refresh. I think it's the refresh. So now I can do a refresh. All right, it's done. Okay, so this is what it did it correctly now. At first it wasn't correct. And that was what I told it to do. So send that. I need to go here. I'm going to download this one real quick because I need to get this right. Let's go ahead and download the photo. I need to export this December calendar as an image. So you guys will see it in a moment. Don't worry. I'm working on it. We have the PDF and we have the PNG. There we go. All right. And that's the post for the members. And now I am going to add a link. So I need to add a link to here, which is tags. That's going to be calendar. And that's it. Allow comments. Publish date is today. And then I go back to ChatGPT and I copy and I come back over here and I just press paste. And that's it. That's all I do. And I put here copy, title. Oh, wait a minute. Did something wrong. Copy. Oh, shucks. There we go. And put that calendar in there. And that's it. And I say, I don't really change this, but I'll do it anyway because you guys see it. All times US December is all about loungewear, relaxing, sewing, soft fabrics, and easy patterns that make sense during busy month. Here is the full calendar, December the 3rd. Now, this is where I double check everything. I check everything because this is where they get the link. Okay. They get all of their information here. And I don't want any of this information incorrect. ChatGPT, the second post is called Thread Therapy. Write post number 2. I'm doing this here. Write post number 2 as a fun invitational style for folks to have camaraderie during the Zoom. No instruction, just sewing and chatting as therapy and sip and sew. Okay. Somebody said no, it doesn't have aged people in their picture. Okay, I'll put all ages. All right, here we go. This is our end of year unwind session. Nothing to learn, nothing to prepare, nothing to follow. Just bring whatever you feel like stitching, something to sip and settle in for 3 hours. All right. Oh, can't wait to see you. Talk later. Okay, that's it. All right. So we're going to get rid of this and add the new link. The new link is this one. But I need to go back over here to Canva. What did you guys say? Somebody said we need older people. Multiple so is okay. What did I say? Cultural backgrounds and skin tones and cultural backgrounds, ages, and skin tones. Okay. Come on, you guys all want to be represented, huh? Cream one looks best. We starting over because you guys you guys want to be represented here. Did I say keep all members and so is in oh that's a say oh we don't want to say that in a Zoom window with bright airy colors. All right. Okay, let's do this last one because I don't know how many credits I get. You know, they use up credits on this kind of stuff. Oh man, this is crazy. Let's see what else we have here. Um, oh, I hate yellow. Oh, this is better. That's the Sewing Collective Sew Together. This one is nice. What do you guys think? Oh my God. I like this one better with sewing this one. Exclusive classes for patron members. I'll change this one in the background. Sew together, grow together. Join our patron studios. Sew flower. What do you guys think about this one here? Sew together, grow together. All right, that one is nice. I like that one. Use my color. There we go. All right. I need to add. I'll just leave it like it is. I'll just leave it like it is. That's fine. What do you got? That's fine, huh? Oh, I know what to do. I know what to do. Generate an image of a group of people sewing using a Zoom session, hyper realistic, bright and airy, using my regular colors and all that I use so that I can create the 16:9 thumbnail for the course that we're doing and make sure that it is really bright and people are at sewing machines doing different types of sewing, multicultural, all skin tones, no more than probably about 12 people on the screen, and me outside of the um, stream or Zoom computer where I'm actually sewing and have a mic in front of me. And here's a sample. I want it hyper realistic. Okay, let's do that because this here stuff is crazy. It's not doing what I want to do. All right, so nah, I don't have a sample, so I'll just say no sample. Yeah, that's no sample. Okay. Yeah, because I don't have a sample. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, so I'll wait for that to work. Sewing class, age of young and old, go from there. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I got Chat GPT on it. Let's move on to the next thing because this is too much work. I've already made it too much work. Let's do the link and keep it moving. All right. We'll change the photo later. Let's update and get this link over here so that we can have this post finished because this is taking too long. I've already taken longer than I normally take. Okay, wait a minute. Did I just switch my camera? Did I just switch my camera by mistake? I think I did. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did switch my camera. There we go. Okay, we're done with that. So we got that link. We'll switch the camera, switch the photo. I got a photo over here. ChatGPT just gave me a photo. I'm just going to use it. Let's go to ChatGPT and work from there. So does anybody do this kind of stuff to prepare their next live, all of the extra stuff that they're doing? Oh, you know what we can do? We can go ahead and create our live stream for, we can go ahead and do the one for the, oh, here she is. Look at me. This is awesome. See, this is the same as before. This is really pretty. Well, I can't refresh just yet. But at this point, I am almost done. I have the post already for the live stream, and I have the post for the I had 7 to 9 p.m. Oh, for bingo, it's 7 to 9 p.m. This is 3 to 7 for the therapy. All right, let's do this refresh. Oh, cool. Okay. All right, that looks good to me. We got that's the best we gonna do, you guys. I can't do any more than that. We're good. I got men and women in there. I'm just gonna go with that. That works. We can't do any more than that, okay? We can't do any more than that. This is just what we have. And have that. That looks really good. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's do some other effects here. We're gonna do, there we go. Oops. Didn't mean to make it that small. Sew together, grow together. Did you guys say the black should put the text in here? And this would be Patreon exclusive. That's it. That's all we need right there. And I need a Patreon thing here. Patreon logo. Oh, I think I did loco. Doesn't matter. Okay. All right. Logo. All right. And I should do brands over here. Brand logos. I don't know how to do this here very well, but I'll just use this one. Nobody cares anyway. There we go. All right. Somebody says, I love that is exactly what you need. I would stick with a light color cream. I don't like cream at all. Hate cream. Okay. That's just me. I just don't like cream. Good idea. Keep with my regular purple. There we go. All right. That is so cool. All right. We are good to go. That's awesome. That saves us a whole lot of time. And the link is inside here. Okay. And we'll put, let's see, bingo night. Woo, child. Okay, so I'm going to change the bingo night to 75. I don't care because you guys probably signed in with 2. I have it set for 4 hours. I have it set to start at 6 p.m. So it's going 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. For some of you guys, that's going to be really late. Okay. And everything is okay. I got the bingo thing already there. So I just need to update and tell ChatGPT to write that for bingo night. All right, let's have fun. Write a post for patrons to invite everybody, all patrons, free and paid, for bingo night. And I already have the image so that we'll use. I just need it to be really high fun. Do not put anything at the bottom that has to do with what a fit mastery is. You can skip that this time. Make it fun. Stay within my way of speaking. And then at the bottom, the salutation is, I can't wait to see you guys there. You will have your notification reminder that has all of your bingo, where to buy your bingo cards or where to get your bingo cards. Oh, no, just say your bingo link to get your cards are below. Okay, let's go ahead and get these bingo cards. All right, we got to get these bingo cards per page. You can get two bingo cards. Number 1 through 75. Make printable. Okay, bingo card generator. And we'll have this one as copy. And we'll have this one paste. SewToFit bingo. Okay. I don't know what else to do. We got numbers, occasions. We can do, let me just save this. That one looks good. All right. We got 1 through 75. And we have virtual bingo card generator, 30 cards for free. All right, so I usually get 100 cards. So this time I'll get 20 cards. And let me stand. Oh, understood. Okay, so now the link to the bingo card. Okay, so invite players by sign up link. Annual bingo night is rolling in, and we're opening the doors for the entire Patreon community. If you've never joined us before, this is the night to show up. It's easy, it's silly, it's competitive in the best way, and the energy is always exactly what we need at the end of the year. Bring your cozy loungewear, your favorite drink, and absolutely no expectations other than having a good time. I'll be right there with you, calling numbers, laughing at the chaos, and keeping the night moving. Okay, these are the dates. Every single patron member, we're keeping everything simple. Oh, we already said that. We don't need all that. All right, so this, for those folks who watch it on my planner video channel, this is my process. It has taken me, I don't even know what time it is. That is 11 o'clock. So like I said, it usually takes me about 2 to 3 hours to do this kind of stuff, aside from me sitting here designing stuff and doing that. That is just what happens sometimes. I don't usually take time out to design actual graphics on when I'm working. I usually do that when I'm sitting watching TV or, just chilling and hanging out with somebody, family or anything, because I could do that on my cell phone. I know this stuff is coming up, so it's always done. But that's it. So now this is scheduled. I double check everything. So now what I do is I go on here and I put bingo night is scheduled for the 26th. So I put a little line there to let me know that that's bingo night is scheduled. So that'll be 12/27. And then the other one that I have scheduled, you can see there's a schedule for the 18th. So the 18th, that's the 21st is scheduled. So that one is 12/18. So that's 12/21 is scheduled. And then the next one is scheduled here, 11. So that's the 12th. That one is scheduled. You see this, the little thing on the bottom there? You see this little thing right there? That tells me that these are scheduled. Okay, so I just write these in here. That's scheduled on the 12th. All right, so that one, the 16th. So that's the 12/16 is scheduled on the brown day. So that's my brown. And there, now when I look at this, every time I look at this, these check marks tell me these are scheduled, and I'm done. I do, and this is all I do. This is it. Is I just put these dates. All right, we have the 3rd. That's not 2 p.m. live stream. We have the 3rd, 2 p.m. All right. So we have the 3rd at 2 p.m. And then we have the 16th at 4 p.m. 16th at 4 p.m. All right, this is what I have to do. And then we have the 21st all and R2. So I'll put like an hour or so prior to. That way I don't plan anything other than like outside, like appointments or anybody to come over. I always do that ahead of time. Okay. Bingo night. 27th bingo night. I've decided to use this one. And that's at 6 p.m. That's going to be fun. Let me write something really fun on there. I need a nice color. Big, pretty color. Bingo night. 6 o'clock. Bingo night. All right. That's it. That's it. Woo! That was fun. Right? That was so much fun. I could have put this here on bingo night here. I could put that, but too late. All right. We got all our dates. We have all we have everything. All our dates. I forgot to put the ones for YouTube. So we had YouTube on the 5th. I might not do YouTube on, I know I'm going to do YouTube on the 5th. So that's the 5th. I think I'll take that off. Okay. On the 5th and the 19th. All right. And this here is 2 p.m. and 2 p.m. And I don't know how long I'm going to be on there, so I don't write that on there. So the 5th. I think I have them upside down. So that's going to be 2 p.m. This just stands out better for me. I don't know what I'm going to sew, so I'm going to leave that open. And let's go ahead and do pre-prep, live prep. I use a software called Ecamm Live. So this is live prep. Okay, now I always put this here as to be determined just in case, because that's some things I cancel, depending on how I feel. Okay, but that's it. We have now I have to schedule the YouTube on YouTube, but actually I schedule YouTube on here. If I go on there and I can schedule the YouTube, but then I'd have to do the live sewing chat. All right, so I'd have to do the live sewing chat here. Thumbnails. There we are, right there. Okay. So now we're going to just select some thumbnails. Let's see. Upcoming live stream. Yep, this is good enough. I'll change my face to another face. Let's see if I have another me. I need a pretty me. This is a pretty me, right? What do you guys think? This one is a good me. I like this one. What do you guys think? I gotta choose one of me that's I kind of like this one here. What do y'all think about that? I can do that one. Oh no, I don't want. Yeah, well, but I do need to edit this photo. Edit that photo. Let's do a shadow, a glow, or a hard line. Gonna do white. And we're gonna make it smaller. That's awesome right there. That's good. Okay, I'm done. All right. Make this centered. I'm checking your comments right now. All right, let's see what you say. Yes, the blue looks good. I really like that. Okay, got you. Thank you so much. I like when you use pictures of yourself. Oh, thank you so much. That looks good. I think this one is really nice. What is this? Okay, that's okay. They don't need to play. All right. So that's it. All right. We just did that, didn't we? Okay, we got that one. Now let's go ahead and I have that one done. Let's go ahead and say this is circle, which means I already have that. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, let's go over to all right, so now we're going to go back over here. We're going to go to YouTube live stream. This is where we go to YouTube. And man, this is so good. You guys are helping me get this stuff out of the way. This is awesome. I am so excited. Thank y'all so much. I never do this live because it's like such a headache doing stuff by yourself. So I'm going to go ahead and do a live. I'm going to schedule a live. How do I do it? Oh, I schedule it from my software. From my how do I do this? I'll schedule it on YouTube. Yeah, I'll schedule it on YouTube. Okay. Okay, this one is this one here. This one is that one. All right, those are two different ones. Okay, send. All right, so now it's gonna write the two posts for me. Boom, I'm done. Ha ha! That'll be it. No more work today. I'm going to eat dinner, lunch, breakfast, whatever. I have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich waiting for me right now with my homemade canned peaches jam. I made peach jam. I am going to be doing that. The peach jam is my own home. I didn't grow the peaches, so don't get that confused. I did not grow the peaches. Look at here. I need to do a little bit better. I did not grow the peaches, but they are good. I bought them at the Costco. A little bit more expensive than I was used to, but I had to make some more peach jam. I have not bought peach jam or peach preserves from any store in 3 years since I started canning my own food. Does that make you feel good? Okay, so this here is getting done. All this stuff is getting where it needs to be. All right. Making sure all of my things are in here. So I have pink, blue. I need purple. 2 blues don't go in there. I need purple, my yellow. Got okay, so I need yellow. I have this yellow. And red is for there. And these here. All right, these go in here. This does not go in here. This goes in here. All right, so now let's make sure we have everything in its place. All right. Sometimes these don't fit all the way in there, but that doesn't matter. All right, so those are where they belong. This goes in the back here. I can't believe I can't find my little tab because I have a tab for everything. All right. Now we'll talk about my projects on my YouTube channel for my sewing channel. Let's go ahead and look at it. So while that one is writing, I'm just going to go ahead and be still organizing my pens and stuff. Get those where they belong. All right, I have the red. That's the YouTube. Why do I have 2 purples in the same one? I like to have all of my different colors. So I have the orange, the pink, orange, red, blue, green, and another yellow. And this here is a very thick color. I don't know why I have that. So this pen is going out of ink. Look at that. That's out of ink. Trash. Okay. This pen is good. I like this pen. This here is a Uniball Vision. Very nice pen. I think that pen is going to go into my active pen. This one here is running out of ink. That one is going to get a new I was going to get a new pen while I wait for ChatGPT to do its thing. All right. So we're going to finish doing this one here. All right, that is okay. Awesome. All right, so we have all these pens here. I like this pen. I like this pen. I like erasable pens, but actually what I do is I put these pens here. And this one gets put in there. Okay, here's another nice pen. It'll go. Let's see. I think this pen is empty too. No, ooh, that pen is good. That's Pilot G2. All right, that's it. So now we are where we need to be. I have all my pens. Oh yeah, I forgot to keep this pen. This here is the Tombow pen that I like to have because it's a heavy pen. I like to have one heavy pen in each pouch because these pouches are in different places. One goes with me everywhere I go and one doesn't. And then this one here always gets that. Okay. And these just happen to just start migrating. I don't know. You know how things just end up migrating. And I have my little thing. So this, let me show you this here one thing. So now I can just look in here and see what I did. I know that I scheduled everything. Everything has been scheduled. I don't have to worry about remembering. Everything has been, links have been made. All of that stuff has been done. So I'm done. So I can just put this in the back here because sometimes I need to just quickly look at things, but that's it. Put it this way so it won't be so hard to get in there. All right, so now let's put all of these pens where they belong. This pen still works. You know, this pen needs ink too. So, all right, these go in here. I have pens galore. This was a gift from Amy, and it still writes beautifully. I use this one to write in my journal. Isn't that cool? Look at that. It's for breast cancer awareness. I keep that in a very nice place. And it twists closed so it won't be open. There. All right. I have a lot of pen cases, right? Lots of pen cases. And some of these pens need to be in my bag. They can't be just sitting anywhere. Brown needs to be in each one. Orange needs to be in each one. Blue needs to be in each one. Okay, so we're good. Wow, that was a lot of fun, right? I want to thank all of the folks who came to this on today. This is my schedule for the month of December. We went through everything. I have posted all of the everything. I've made all of the scheduled um, email posts. I've made all the live streams, all the Zoom schedules. I've created all of the YouTube live streams. Everything has been done. I don't have to look at this schedule anymore for the rest of the month until it's time to come up here and work. That's it. All the rest of the month, I'm just going to be looking at what I want to sew. I won't be doing any more than just that because everything has been laid out properly. I don't have to keep up with anything. I don't have to go back. I don't have to remind myself to send out an email to the to anybody. It's all posted. So that is why I take this long to do this every single month. This is my month end process or my beginning of the month. Usually I do it 2 to 3 days beforehand so it'll be ready. But because of the holiday, I wasn't able to do it because we were in a holiday. Usually when the first of the month hits, it's really hard for the first of the month to hit, on a Monday, and then the last of the month to be on a weekend. I mean, the last 2 days of the month was a holiday, and then now we have the first of the month on a Monday. So because of that, that kind of threw me off, and I just don't plan my next month 2 weeks in advance. I just don't do that. So this here helps me to now know what's coming up. Always, unfortunately, YouTube might get moved around. And occasionally, since we're going to be sewing and doing some fitting and stuff with the patrons, we have 4 patron things. Those are the private patron lessons and stuff. And the other ones are public. And then the bingo night is patrons only. So I think that really is a good balance for everybody.